All right, you guys. So welcome to our Getting Started Right call for the beginning of December. Crazy to think that it's the end of the year. But I really wanted to kind of just get started and dive right in. So really the point of this call is to help you get started right in your business and to really learn about the coaching opportunity as well as hear from me and from Tanya and our stories of how we got started and really dive into how to get your business up and started off of the ground and to really how to build a successful business long term. In this business, it's definitely not a get rich quick. It definitely is something that you have to be consistent in each and every day. I would say this business is it's fun and it's simple. Lots of perks and rewards, but it's definitely not easy. And I think the reason why I would say it's not easy is because it takes discipline. It takes discipline to work from home, and it takes discipline to do things that are challenging, to get outside of your comfort zone, to share your journey, to get vulnerable, and to really build relationships and connect with other people. So at the end of the day, this business is built on relationships and connection. It's all about sharing your journey and connecting with like-minded people that want to be a part of what you're doing. So to kind of share a little bit about myself, I started coaching 5.5 years ago. I was a personal trainer and a fitness instructor. I was running myself ragged, working from 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. and had clients everywhere in between there. So you guys, I only got paid when my clients showed up. So when my clients no-showed on me and they did not call, I didn't get paid. And so I didn't get paid time off. We couldn't afford to go on vacations. We had one child, Gracie, at the time. And I went to a Turbo Kick instructor training course. And if you know me, I'm a social butterfly. And I went up to the instructor, was chatting with her during intermission. And she was drinking this chocolate shake. And for me at the time, I was living on caffeine. I was living on sugar. And my nutrition was not on point. I could kill my workouts. I did awesome in the fitness side, but I was a hot mess in the nutrition area. And so when I asked her, it was not with any intention to be sold to. I just was curious and really trying to create conversation. So when she said Shakeology, I first of all asked her again what she said because I'd never heard of it before. And I was like, what? It sounds like a mouthful. But didn't want to ask her any questions because I didn't want to be sold to. I'm that girl that hates going to home parties. I hate to be sold on anything. It's really sticky and uncomfortable for me. And if I want something, I'm going to go after it and do my research on it. But I don't want to be sold to. And so I went back and I wrote it down and I went home and I researched it. And you guys, as a nutritionist and a personal trainer, I found it too good to be true. And I saw that it was a 30-day money-back guarantee. I clicked for the 30-day money-back guarantee because I figured, you guys, I was already spending about $170 a month between different amino acids, different vitamins, and my protein shake, and that I could actually save money. And heck, I could get some vegetables in my diet too, which I was not a vegetable fan. And so a long story short, I clicked a box to become a coach on accident instead of just the 30-day money-back guarantee, and here I am. So I was a coach lead to my coach. So in Beachbody, we get leads for hitting Success Club and being Emerald. And also we get coach leads when we're a Diamond rank hitting Success Club as well. And I was a free coach lead to my coach. And when she contacted me, again, that salesy girl popped in and I was like, nope, you got the wrong person. I didn't sign up as a coach. I only signed up for the 30-day money-back guarantee. I think you got the wrong person. And I listened to her story, and my coach had lost 70 pounds. She went off her high blood pressure medicine. Her cholesterol lowered. She no longer was pre-diabetic, and she had lost over 70 pounds with drinking Shakeology. And I was just wowed by it. I honestly connected in that in a totally different way, not personally, but on a level to where I saw this as a huge way for me to help my clients really improve their nutrition by drinking one shake a day. And I knew if I could drink one shake a day, and lead by that example, that I could be a good influence and example to them, and how simple that was to duplicate. And you guys, that's how I got started. I had no product experience. I had nothing. I just had passion and excitement, and I truly felt like this was my opportunity to help more people with their nutrition and to really help them improve and get results in a quick way, but in a real way. And so I hit the ground running, inviting everybody and anybody that I could get my hands on. And all I did was I led with my passion and my excitement. And no intention to sell people. I was just like, hey, this is what I'm doing. This is what I found. I'm so excited. Do you want to try it with me? It's a 30-day money-back guarantee. That's how I signed up. And I literally got to the highest rank you can get to on your own, Diamond, in 27 days by doing just that. I was clueless on how to build a business. And I think that's what got me to my success, honestly, was the unknown and just going out there and getting out of my own way and building this business. So in my first month, I made almost $600. And it was simply by sharing my passion and my excitement. And I had no tech skills. I did not have much of a Facebook following. I really didn't post on Facebook. I had no clue what I was doing, and I just got out there and I did what my coach said to do, and built success from there. So here I am, 5.5 years later. After 2 full years in the business, we earned over 6 figures, and it just blows my mind, but it really shows the compound effect, you guys. That's when I'm saying this business is not easy, but it's fun and it's simple. If you are consistent and you show up each and every day with passion and excitement, and you just get out of your own way and don't overthink the process, you're going to have the same success as long as you are consistent. Just trust the process, trust what we share with you, and just put the work in, because it works. When you overthink the process and you get in your own head, that's when you start slowing down. So there's 4 vital behaviors in this business, and it's being proof of the product, sharing your journey, inviting people to join you, personal development, and recognition. And when you're consistent in each of those areas every single day, and you work on becoming the best version of yourself, the success will follow. It's called the compound effect. So, like I said, this business is not easy, but it's simple. And keep it simple, and that's where you're going to have the most success. So here we are 5.5 years later. We just moved and bought our dream property. We're remodeling and reconstructing this whole, we call Oasis. And really just living our life by design. My husband doesn't work anymore, and it's truly a testament to show you what is possible in this business, that the sky is really the limit. 5.5 years ago, I accidentally signed up as a coach with no intention of anything. When I first started coaching, I just saw this as a way for me to help more people, and I led with my passion and excitement. So that is my story, and I started this team 5.5 years ago. It's crazy to think that there's thousands of people on this team now, but this business is truly that simple. So I want to introduce to you my sidekick, my co-part, Tanya Landis. So Tanya, we didn't know each other when we first started. My daughter Gracie and her daughter Allie were taking a dance class. And so we just were chit-chatting during the time that the girls were dancing, and really just kind of built a quick relationship. And she just was tired and burned out. And again, I was like talking to everybody about Shakeology and what I was doing, and had no filter. And she signed up as a coach for the discount, and quickly became a business builder. So Tanya, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Tanya Landis, and I actually will be celebrating my 5-year coach anniversary this month, which is unbelievable to me that it's been 5 years, because it's been such an awesome ride that I can't even believe it. Who I am now and who I was before are very different, and that's a good thing, because I have a totally different story than Jesse, which goes to show that it doesn't matter where you're coming from or where your starting point is. What matters is if you are committed, consistent, and you take ownership for, this is your business. It's not your upline's business. It's not your, anyone else's business. It's your business. So you need to treat it as a business and take ownership and show up every day, even when you don't feel like it, and be consistent and committed. So I was the girl in the corner at dance class, not talking to anybody. I was overwhelmed with 3 little kids. I was still nursing my youngest. And when Jesse approached me, this is like the funniest story. I was drinking, my second daily Dr. Pepper, and it was actually Diet Dr. Pepper, so it was better. It's like so bad for you. Didn't know that back then. And I was eating Cheez-Its. And I think that was the first meal of the day, unless you count the coffee that I'd had, been sucking down all day, but wasn't just black coffee. It was filled with creamer. And I was just tired of wearing my yoga pants after I had my 3rd baby because none of my clothes fit. And honestly, we couldn't afford to buy, different clothes. And I couldn't fit into my pre-pregnancy clothes. What had happened to us is we actually were very successful. We had the American dream. And in 2008, if you were around, the real estate market crashed. A lot of our money was invested in real estate. My husband had a real estate company, and we had another company which we owned that I was a slave to. It was a great business. I made great money, but we had a storefront. So I was working a lot of hours, and I had this little boy. And then I was pregnant with this little girl, and I was like, gosh, this is going to be tough going back to work. Because with my son, I went back to work right after I got out of the hospital. Because when you own your own business like that type of business that I had an insurance agency it was successful, you guys. It was very successful, but I had to be there hours upon hours, and I didn't get time off. Like, if I wasn't there, we weren't making money. So, I made my daughter Allie was born, my second, and she was very, very sick. So there actually was no way for me to work. My daughter required round-the-clock medical care, hospital visits, surgeries, medications. Like, it was a nightmare. And so the last thing that I could do was I had to give up that business. It didn't allow for it. So I sold it. Luckily, I made some money off of it. This sustained us for a little bit, but the money ran out with the medical bills. My husband was working around the clock. The real estate market crashed. We lost our house. A couple years, we were able to sustain for a little bit. We actually ended up filing bankruptcy. And if you guys know who Dave Ramsey is and you follow him, Dave Ramsey's people, 2 of them said Dave would tell you to file bankruptcy. Your situation is so bad. That's how bad it was. We were in a hole and we had no way out. We filed bankruptcy, but here's the deal, guys. We still had debt. We still had this little girl that required lots and lots of medical care, and her prescriptions were atrocious after insurance paid. Insurance, awesome, doesn't really help you when you need it. And I'm proof of that. And I've been in the industry, so I know that. So we're, my husband's working around the clock. Allie's medications after insurance were at minimum $500 a month. Sometimes more. And surgeries, like, I just paid doctor's visits and different things enough so that I could keep taking her to those specific doctors. So I was like working around, like trying to just figure out what I could do to keep her going. So anyway, I had already had struggled with anxiety and depression in the past, and that pretty much sent me into a tailspin. And so I was medicated and just, sleeping not at all because my daughter was sick. And so when Jesse approached me, I had been thinking about getting in shape because here's the thing, I couldn't be in the hospital with her if I wasn't healthy. They don't let sick people in the hospital, especially other people that are there to visit. I was so exhausted and tired, and I knew that I needed to do something because I had these 3 little kids to take care of. I had a baby, and I had this toddler that was sick, and then I had a grade schooler. So I had these 3 kids under the age of 7 and under when she approached me. They were 7, 3, and 1. And I was at my wit's end. I'm like, I got to do something, but I can't go to the gym because taking 3 kids to the gym, let alone Allie can't be in the childcare. But then also, I tried going to the gym with 2 kids. It was really hard. So I just decided, no, I need to do something. And I dabbled with Beachbody before, but I wasn't getting results from Insanity, because apparently when you drink soda and eat cheese, Cheez-Its, and then gorge on sugar and bread, you're not going to get results. So Jesse approached me. She started talking about Shakeology and different things. And I'm like, I know Shakeology works. I had seen other people using it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that stuff looks amazing, but there's no way I can afford it. We're so poor. And she's like, just give it a try. There's a money back guarantee, and just give it a try. And so I actually used my Christmas money, mine and my husband's, and bought it. And my husband's like, you better figure out something out, because we are not paying for this next month. So I felt great after a week. Just adding Shakeology. I was still drinking pop, still not eating right, but I was drinking Shakeology. So I was getting some nutrients, and I was seeing results, and I was getting energy. And I was like, oh, this stuff is like liquid gold. So I ended up getting, contacting Jesse because I was signed up as a discount coach because I wanted to save money. And I said, what can I do? Because I want to help other people. I'm still fat. I'm sorry to say that, you guys, but I was not in shape. I ate horrible. I wasn't an example. I hated working out. I thought it was like, I would look at this screen, and this is before 30-minute workouts, and I would be like, oh my gosh, it's only been 5 minutes. I puked during my Insanity fit test. I mean, you guys, I was a mess. I wasn't like a trainer. I wasn't anything special. I was like a mess. And when I say that, I mean that I was a mess. And so I'm like, I don't know who would be inspired by me, but I got to figure out how to pay the Shakeology. And I absolutely love it. And if I can just help one mom feel better by drinking Shakeology, even if she's still drinking pop and eating Cheez-Its, then I've done my job. So first month, I made enough within the first couple of weeks to pay back my pack. And I bought the $205 pack with Turbo Kick. And then the next month I made a little extra money. And when we're living like that, a little extra money was awesome. Like $30 extra was awesome, in addition to paying for my packet. And then I made it a goal to pay my groceries. And I was able to do that in a couple of months. We had family of 5, 2 kids in diapers. Being able to pay groceries and diapers was amazing. And then within 6 months, I was paying our mortgage. And I still was not at my goal weight, you guys. So those of you that are not at your goal, don't let that hold you back. I was not at my goal. I went to Summit 40 pounds heavier than I am now. And you guys, I still had a soda addiction. I didn't kick my soda addiction for a year. I had a sugar addiction. I cut down to 1 pop a day. I don't drink pop at all anymore. And then I cut a lot of other stuff down, but I wasn't perfect. And that's where the thing is, coaching is not about being perfect. It's about making progress. But here, a lot of people related to me. They're like, I get it. You're trying, you're seeing results. Because I was honest. I wasn't pretending to be perfect. I was very honest with where I was, but I was excited to try. And I invited other people to join me on my journey. And then I hit my goal. It took me a few years. And I hit my goal of, what I thought was a great body. And then I realized that being skinny is not what it's all about. I wanted to be strong. I've competed in fitness competitions. I've placed, which is pretty cool for a girl that hated working out. And I've also, I eat really clean because I like it. I live a life of balance. I do have treats. I do drink alcohol here and there. But you guys, it's totally changed my life. I'm a lot more positive person because of personal development. And those are things that have happened within my, it's affected my whole family. My dad was inspired to lose 35 pounds and go off blood pressure medications and all these other medications. And he's almost 70 and he's in great shape. And we have it's just affected our whole family. My family, when I first started, though, I will tell you, was skeptical. They thought that, they made fun of me. But I just kept my head down and did what I knew I needed to do. And I plugged in. And within 18 months, I retired my husband. I replaced his income. I was able to get my daughter alternative health care, which is what she needed to get better, because traditional medical care was not working. I don't have to worry if my daughter needs anything because, my other kids too, but I don't have to depend on healthcare because it did not work for us. And And there's just been so many other things. We've gone on so many vacations. We just moved into a beautiful home. But I mean, the financial rewards have been great, but I've also affected thousands of people's lives. And that is amazing. And it started with this overweight, tired mom that was at her wit's end, that didn't like working out, drinking soda, and eating Cheez-Its, who puked during her first workout and could barely make it through 5 minutes. It's such a different story now. And so no matter where you are, don't judge yourself. Like, just go for it. Anybody can do it. Jess and I are perfect examples. She was in shape. She was a personal trainer. I didn't like working out, two totally different stories. And we're both equally, we're both able to do this business and able to retire our husbands and able to go on these amazing trips and just have a great life. Like, my kids have both their parents. My husband chose to work volunteer for a nonprofit now, which is something that was big on his heart. But he can do that because he doesn't have to worry about taking a salary or working, for money, because I have that taken care of. So he's out there helping all of these people, which is something that's big on our heart. And he's able to do that full time because of Beachbody. It's enabled him to give back and be able to do that rather than what he was doing before. So that's my story. Sorry, it's kind of long, but I can talk your ear off, of course. That's why Jesse and I are great sidekicks, because we both way too much about how Beachbody's impacted my life. But really, if you take anything away from this, it doesn't matter where you start. Just take ownership of where you are. Don't be a victim, be a victor. And be consistent and committed no matter what, because we all have bad days, but it's how you show up on those bad days that's going to make the difference and determine how successful you are.
Awesome. I love it. So you guys can see that it doesn't matter where you start. It's a matter of where you want to go and what you're willing to do to get there. So really being consistent and doing the things that we share with you and doing them with no excuses. In this business, there are going to be things that aren't easy. There are going to be things that are uncomfortable, but things that challenge you, change you. If you're willing to be challenged and take on the challenge, then you're going to create change in your life and in your family's life. And I want to ask you a couple questions. So what is it that scares you most when you think about this opportunity and the growth that it could give for you and your family? What is it that scares you most? And write that down. The second question is, what is it that excites you most? When you think about the potential of this possibility, whether it's to get your Shakeology paid for, maybe to earn $500 a month. Maybe you want to pay your mortgage each month. Maybe it's to create a 6-figure income or replace your job so you could stay at home. Maybe it's to retire your spouse or to pay off all of your debt. Whatever that is, what is it that excites you most about this opportunity? Maybe it's just helping and being a difference in other people's lives and leaving your mark on their life. But what is it that truly excites you most about this opportunity? And write that down. The third thing is, how many hours are you able to put into coaching? Something that we like to do is you guys help you align those goals and your hours. You could put an hour and a half a day in and be able to pay your mortgage and be able to create consistent long-term growth in your business that is going to become an incredible business full-time down the road. It's just a matter of time and consistency. The more time you put in with the vital behaviors, the quicker your business is going to grow, plain and simple. So how many hours can you dedicate into working your coaching business? I work anywhere from 2.5 to 3.5 hours a day, I would say. Sometimes on the weekends, it's an hour and a half. Sometimes during the week, it's 3 or 4 hours, depending on what I'm doing. But this is what I do, you guys. I work full-time. I call it full-time, working, about 20 or 25 hours a week and truly live a life by design. What is it that you want out of this business? The fourth question is, what is your first goal that you want for coaching? You want to get your Shakeology paid for. Do you want to earn $50 extra a week? What does that goal look like for you? And then we take massive action in making that happen. So is it fair to say that our goal is to get your Shakeology paid for and to really set yourself up to create success? That's kind of what we're going to talk about right now for the goal. And so what I want to invite you to do is to log into teambeachbody.com, hover over the coach tab, and go into your online office. And when you go into your online office, there's a little tab on the right-hand side that says news and training. And I want you to click on that and then click on training. And this is where you can go through and learn everything from A to Z in this business. But let me just tell you something. You only need to know what you need to know right now. The biggest thing that's going to move your business forward is action. Not learning. It's action. You only need to know what you need to know right now. Your goal is to be able to help at least 3 people make a difference in their life, purchase a challenge pack, and join you in your upcoming challenge group. And if you don't have a challenge group started and planned, join your upline coach. So I have a lot of my new coaches join me. And for me, Shakeology is a non-negotiable for my challenge groups. And that's because it's completely improved my energy, curbed my cravings, improved my nutrition, and truly has increased and improved my IBS. So for me, Shakeology is a non-negotiable. I feel like there's no wrong way to work out. What I love about our workouts is they're proven systems with nutrition and fitness that if you follow them from first day to last day, you're going to have results. The closer you follow them, the better your results. It's the same with coaching, you guys. The closer you follow these coaching tips and these basics, the better results you're going to have with consistency. So I want you to go through the Getting Started tab. The Getting Started tab is just the basics. Who your upline coach is, contacting them, which you've already done. Going through the Getting Started Right process, which we're going through now. And really learning about the 4 vital behaviors, which we have gone over, being proof of the products, inviting, really doing personal growth and development. Every single Monday, we have a national wake-up call, which is a great thing to put on your schedule. And the 4th thing is recognition. So recognizing your challengers, seeing results, rank advancements from your coaches, and so on and so forth. But once we go into the coach tab, this is where you're really going to dive deep, and we want you to spend some time. So right now, what we want you to do to be able to get your Shakeology paid for and really set your month up for success is to have a goal to help 3 people with a challenge pack. And the way you're going to do that is to make a list. Make a list of at least 50 people that you would like to help leave your mark on their life. You would like to help them improve their nutrition, improve their fitness, reach their health and fitness goals, have accountability and support, and heck, maybe even earn some extra income. You know, I'm pretty sure that everybody I know would like to earn some extra income. And if you say you're not being honest with yourself. So everybody has some way that a little bit of income is going to make a difference. So like Tanya said, when she first started, getting her pack paid for, which was $205 in her first month, was huge. But also that extra $30 she earned when they had no extra money made a significant difference. You guys, for me, I always think $300 is that mile mark for people that file bankruptcy. If they had an extra $300 a month that they wouldn't have to file bankruptcy, they'd be able to pay their bills. And I know without a shadow of a doubt that $300 is simple to earn in this business. You just have to put in the work and be consistent. So what we want you to do is make that list of names. Connect with each one of those people and share with them what you're doing and invite them to join you in your challenge group. Your goal is to sell 3 challenge packs to 3 friends or family members, to invite them to join you in drinking Shakeology once a day to improve their nutrition and to feel their best. We also want you to really be working on learning about this business. So spending your 10 minutes a day for personal development and learning about this business and what the possibilities are. Remember, you only need to know what you need to know right now. But in this online office, you can learn how to earn money. You can learn how to rank advance to Emerald, and you can learn about hitting Success Club. And those are the things that you want to be knowing and how to do right now. Next Monday, we are going to do another 30-minute training on the importance of Emerald and how to do so. Tanya and I both hit Emerald by signing up our spouse. I signed up my sister. She signed up her mom. So we had our first 2 people that we hit Emerald within the first 24 hours. And that's how we hit Emerald. You need 1 coach on your left and 1 on your right. We have a binary system in our downline. So if you go through this online office, you're going to learn that. Really decide how many business hours you're able to commit to in this business and set your business hours, whether they're pockets of time or whether it's a block of time. Make sure that you are setting those business hours and you're being consistent in inviting and sharing your journey and learning about this business, because the sky is the limit, you guys. There's opportunities that with helping 3 new people a month that you can earn vacations. You're going to get your Shakeology paid for in doing that. You're going to get awesome recognition by having 2 coaches being Emerald and hitting Success Club. You're also going to earn free customer leads. So our goal is to help you become Emerald and hit Success Club in this first 30 days of coaching, and truly help you reach your health and fitness goals and become the best version of yourself. So in doing so, you want to make sure that you are browsing your Coach Online Office, that you learn what's in that Coach Business Getting Started tab, and start taking the actions and moving forward. We have an amazing coach training site on our website. It's www.trhbcoachtraining.com. If you click on Start Here and you go through Rock the Basics, you're going to learn all of the basics of how to invite, how to follow up, how to create your why of why you want to coach and what do you want out of this, and all of the ins and outs of posting and sharing your journey through social media. But you guys, at the end of the day, please know and understand that this business is incredibly duplicatable. We have a proven system to help you create success. It's what you decide to do with it. It's the effort you decide to put into it and what you want to get out of it. And is what you want out of it worth fighting for? So I know for me that when I look into my children's eyes and my husband's eyes, that they're worth fighting for. That our family's goals and dreams are worth me showing up each and every day, even on the days that I don't feel like it, to fight for what we want. And what we want is more time together. What we want is financial freedom, to have less stress, to be able to travel when we want, to be able to spend that time together and have no strings attached, to have no stress financially, and to really live a life by design, to build our family's dream home, to be able to help other families out that are less fortunate, to be able to give back in ways that we never were able to, and truly show our children what is possible when you are willing to live out your purpose and your passion, and you're willing to work hard and dream big. So do you guys have any questions in wrapping things up? Tanya, do you have anything that you want to share?
No, I think like the biggest key in this business is decide where you want to go with it and then just stick on it. It's kind of like getting in the car and you're driving around and you have no destination. Nobody likes to just drive around. You get frustrated by traffic. You're going to end up going the wrong direction. You don't know where you're going. So start. And if it has to be small, start small. Like, when I started, all I simply wanted to do was pay for my shakes and help some people. That was it. I didn't have 6-figure aspirations or retiring my husband. Those quickly came, but you adjust. Like, I just wanted to pay for my shakes. So if you want your shakes paid for and earn a little extra money, make that your goal and then figure out, okay, what do I need to do to get there? Because we have all the tools for you. But don't get in the car and drive around aimlessly. Know where you're going and then map it out. Get your Google Maps out. The cool thing about our team and what Jessie has shared is that we have a roadmap for you. So no matter where you want to go, you can hop on her website, Team Rock Hard Body's website. And if you're not using that, you need to be, or you go in the Coach Online office and you can figure out, once you determine your goal, how to get there. It's easy. That's all you need. So just know where you're going and then stick to it, get in the car and drive. on your Google map. And you might have a detour here or there. You might get a little bump along the way. But remember, just hop back in. You know where you're going and stick to it. Stick to your map.
Yes, absolutely. Refocus. So, your goal, you guys, is to connect with your upline coach, share with them your goals. If your goal is to get your Shakeology paid for, you want to focus on helping 3 new people a month with Shakeology and signing them up with a challenge pack. So reach out to your upline coach and share with them your goals, and let's get you moving forward. Welcome to the team, and we will have this call recorded. If you want to go back and listen to, I'll post it in the team page. You guys have an awesome, awesome week. Take care.
Thank you.